Check your inbox.
Every day and night, every night and day. I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day. I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. We at this building and we getting it on. Girl, tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, right. We can stuff on the bed, bath and beyond. Baby girl, tell me what you into. Yeah. Cause every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Forever, my lady, like Jodeci. You see your body keep controlling me, and I'm trying to get it poppin' like it's ecstasy. But your body should stay close to me. We gon' get it poppin', we gon' get it poppin' and soaking wet, fuck around. Got your girls, man, they all upset. Where you at? Where you at? Where you been spending time? Got a man, I always hit you up, but you not around. I be your not a man, I'll hit you up on the phone. I'm head down to pick you up, baby girl, when you all alone. I wanna call you up, but I can't do that shit. Come over here, baby, you the one I'm rolling with. You the one I'm fooling with. I spend the hours, 1,000 flowers, and tuna fish. Baby girl, you the only one that I'm dealing with. I swear to God, the MC Hammer, cause you too legit. And didn't know that you my mama, Mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, doing a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. And didn't know that you my mama, Mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, doing a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. Baby girl, I got plans for you. Better yet, I made plans for two. Take your time, let me admire you. And baby girl, we get it poppin' like we supposed to do. We can stop from the stairs, girl, I promise an hour. After we done with your braids, we can jump in the shower. I'll tell the world that it's yours, baby girl, that it's ours. Anything that you need in life, baby, I got you. Baby girl, you the one, boo. Cause you to be the one when times get tough I turn to. Girl, I really love and I do admire you. You the one that I need. Yeah. Baby girl, you the one, boo. Cause you to be the one when times get tough I turn to. Girl, I really love and I do admire you. You the one that I need. Yeah. Every day and night, every night and day. I wanna lay your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day. I wanna lay your body, girl, in every single way. We have to tell it and we're getting it on. Baby girl, tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, right. We can stuff on the bed, that and beyond. Baby girl, tell me what you into. Yeah, cause every day.
Into the violence with them lies in disguise. Rastafari's, yeah. The true. The true, oh yes. The truth.
Master LC on the beat.
Let me tell you, sing the truth will reveal. Mr. Lion man, the truth will reveal. Mr. Bengy man, the truth will reveal. Mr. Finger man, the truth will reveal. What is deep in them heart? Deep down inside. Oh, I sing the truth will reveal. I Mr. Lion man, the truth will reveal. I Mr. Kaya man, the truth will reveal. Or Mr. Kaya man, the truth will reveal. Oh, say, I say we look in their faces, but we don't know their thoughts. We see their action, but we don't know their reaction. That smile in my face, I want to stop me on my back. Oh yeah, I wouldn't sheep loading, yeah. Who want to tear us apart? Who wanna come and be violence? I'm gonna come out of my room, yeah. Hey, I said you enter in the UP and you chop like them. You enter in the ALP, you scatter them. But then you enter in the LP, then you divide them. And now you want to play with the CPP document. But today Jack want to come expose you some more. And every eyes will watch and see and know. Say the truth will reveal. Mr. Lion man, the truth will reveal. Mr. Bengy man, the truth will reveal. Mr. Finger man, the truth will reveal. What?
George.
as we celebrate the gallant men and women in arms and our fallen heroes on Armed Forces Day at the Wookiees Farm. Gates open at 12 noon till the break of dawn. Have a night in our cozy chalet for as low as $85 and have a breakfast and unlimited time in our pool. And for that VVIP, for only $150, you get 1 bottle of red wine, 2 breakfasts, 1 lunch, and unlimited time in our pool. Come along with the kids this and every weekend and on the Valentine's and Armed Forces Day at the Wookiees Farm. Take advantage of this offer this and every weekend, and to spice it up, visit our local bar. Yatta's Guiding is now open for that local drinks. Why don't you visit us at Wookiees Farm in Kirisburg? Taste our finger-licking grilled fish, pizza, and varieties of food. Wookiees Farm is back again. Come and chill with the big boys this and every weekend and on the Armed Forces Day and the Valentine's Day. I'll catch you there.
You want to bamba? You want to chill with the big boys?
Lapu's Kitchen, a Liberian-owned business operated by Johnson and Wales University's trained chef Joyce Matowia, is your dining away from home. At Lapu's Kitchen, we prepare all kinds of Liberian cuisines, including fried and rare oil potatoes green, kidney beans, palava sauce, fever leaves, and a lot more. We also make rice bread, meat pies, cookies, Benesi candies, and all kinds of pastry products. Place in your order online today from anywhere in the US at www.lorpuktchen.com. The good news is your package is sealed in an insulated cooling box and reaches your destination well preserved.
If you're listening to one of our many platforms, I want to say good morning. If you're watching us on Facebook, I want to say good morning. Today is Monday, the 7th day of February 2022. The time in Monrovia is 7:30. The time in Delaware is 2:30. And we're grateful and we're glad to be here. Thank God for another week, for sparing our lives to see another week, to see another day. And we're just glad to be here. Good morning, Walker.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. Day 7 of the second month, gradually we are entering into this one. It's good to be here with you this morning to serve our people breakfast.
Okay. Did you watch the final?
Sure, yes, I did. And I was rooting for Senegal. And yes, the day we'll walk away with this year trophy. So it was a great game though. Both teams play, but at last somebody have to walk away with the trophy, and Senegal did.
Okay, hold on there. George, check the apps. Someone is complaining that my tuner is off. Check the apps.
Yeah, okay. Just is checking him already.
I didn't watch the game. I'm not a fan of football.
Your microphone, probably you have to touch it a bit.
1 2 1 2. Hello?
Okay, you are coming again. Good.
All right. Like I said, I didn't watch the game, but I'm glad Senegal won. I think everybody agrees that they deserve to win. And so it's a good thing they won. Okay, so couple of things here we're going to be looking at. VP Boakai issued a statement, I believe on Friday, I read a statement, and there's a particular portion in a statement in which he talked about, well, this is a statement he issued condemning the violations of the rights of women in Liberia. It's a long statement. I'm not going to read the entire thing. But, he just talks about the systemic violence and abuse against women in the Liberian society, which is true. He's right. This is the reality, unfortunately, that happens in our country. More and more needs to be done about it. Then he specifically mentioned the situation with the book written by Iva Dem. He doesn't name them here in the statement, but he talks about what happened to to the first lady. And he specifically, even before mentioning Clark, specifically talked about the rape and sodomizing of a 13-year-old girl on Camp Johnson Road, who subsequently died. It's a terrible thing. I don't know how we can, rape, man. You just can't stop it, Wakai. There are always going to be people who would take advantage of people, especially grown men taking advantage of little children, underage children. This is just a terrible thing. So he talked about that. But then in the last paragraph, well, the second to the last paragraph, let me read this one for you. He said, finally, my fellow Liberians, I know that you have been anxiously waiting to hear from me on the status of the CPP as its current chairman. The matter of the CPP involves 4 constituent political parties and must be carefully handled. In the coming week, I suppose this is the week he's talking about, I shall be reporting to the Liberian people on matters relating to the CPP with a view on the way forward. I want to reassure all Liberians that whatever directions these deliberations lead us to, I, Joseph Human Boakai, will continue to pursue the path of peace and a vibrant Liberia for all. Well, why am I even reading this? It's important. It's important because the former Vice President Joe Boakai is condemning the general situation of the violations of women's rights and the violations against women, gender and sexual-based violence, which is a big problem in our country, of course. Specifically, the rape and subsequent death of that little girl. I would say murder because she died. That 13-year-old girl was raped, and as a result of the rape, directly as a result of being raped, she died. And so that's murder. He condemned that, and then he condemned the situation on, about the book written by Isaac Vatupa and Emmanuel Clark. He condemned that as well. But this part of the statement really caught my attention when he said that in the coming week, he will be making his report to you. I think they said week. I think they meant to say week. I don't think they meant to say weeks, because I hope we're not waiting for weeks. But he said, the statement says in the coming week. I don't think they made a mistake. I think that's exactly what the former Vice President Joe Boakai and I wanted to say, that in the coming week. So I would suppose this is that week. This is that week that they're going to make a position. I mean, he's going to make his report to the Liberian people on the CPP as the chair of the CPP. Now, there are those who would like to say that Joe Boakai, since he took over the CPP, fell apart. No, the CPP has been falling apart since Yombly took over.
Yeah.
And it was not Yombly's fault either. No, it wasn't Yombly's fault. Yombly did not break the CPP apart. Yombly became CPP chairperson. And right then, and Mr. Cummings started undermining as usual. So Yombly didn't break it apart. Neither did Joe Boakai. Neither did Bernard Uri. Everything they agree on, everybody else lives up to it except one man. They said, for example, whoever is CPP chairperson is the person who speaks for the CPP. When Cummings was chairman, nobody spoke except Cummings. When Yombly became chair, Cummings was everywhere, touring the country, giving speeches, addressing the nation, doing this and doing that. When Joe Boakai became chair, he boycotted the ceremony. He went out in the public, accusing Joe Boakai of doing this and doing that. Cummings is just, and I can't wait for us to leave so that people can say, oh, you don't want CPP. Yeah, I was the one that started undermining my colleagues by giving speeches when I shouldn't be giving speeches. The CPP says only one person should speak for CPP. Ellis Cummings speaks every other day, Boakai. Allah? Every other day, Cummings is giving speeches. That's one. It's a violation. The CPP says you cannot recruit from a CPP from another CPP party. When you want to recruit, you go outside and recruit. Where does Ellis Cummings do his recruiting from?
Liberty Party.
Liberty Party, Unity Party, and ALP. That's where Cummings does his recruiting from. But when was the last time you heard Unity Party have a program to welcome people from ANC?
Nope.
When was the last time you heard ALP or Liberty Party have a program to welcome people joining them from the ANC? No.
Nope.
The other parties never do that. It is always Ellis Cummings who is having ceremonies to welcome members of other political parties within the CPP joining him. And they said, do not recruit from within the CPP. You want to recruit, you go outside of the CPP and you recruit from outside. There are lots of despondent, disenchanted citizens. Okay? Why don't you go and recruit them? No, but Ellis Cummings, he only wants to recruit from inside. He wants to undermine everybody who's chair. So the issues are clear. Those of you who want to see it will see it. Those of you who do not want to see it, that is your business. You are blind. Whatever happens, you don't see it. Oh, no. Now, there's something I want to share with you all this morning. Many of you, like most of us, we are not lawyers. We always like to say, and since the court asked this man to produce this framework document, okay? Every day they tell you, oh, it's against the law. You can't ask somebody to produce evidence against themselves. You can't ask somebody to produce evidence against themselves. It's wrong. You can't do that. No. This is the law that makes this legal. This is the law. Compulsory production of documents. And it reads, compulsory production of documents. What does this mean? Compulsory production of documents. This is the law that talks about you being compelled to produce documents when you are asked for that document. But in a certain context, let me read it. A person served with a subpoena, in this case, Ellis Cummings, requiring production of documents tending to incriminate him generally, now, has no basis in the privilege to refuse to comply, because the act of producing the documents does not involve testimonial self-incrimination. You see what the law says?
Mm-hmm.
I will read it again and I will attempt to explain it as I was made to understand it by a lawyer. A person served with a subpoena requiring production of documents, I mean to produce documents, tending to incriminate him generally. Now, even if that person will be incriminated by the documents that person is required to provide, the law says that person has no basis in the privilege to refuse to comply.
Mm.
You see that, brother? You have no basis to refuse to do what? To comply. Because the act of producing the documents does not involve testimonial self-incrimination. What does that mean? As I was told, Bwaga Kamara was my station manager at Roost FM. While Bwaga was at Roost FM, he was in charge of all records of the company, of the radio station. Now we are investigating possible corruption at Roost FM. Bwaga Kamara had all the documents of Roost FM.
The receipts.
All the receipts, record books, everything. We go to court and Bwaga Kamara is subpoenaed to produce the receipts for the period 2021. Bwaga says, no, I cannot produce the receipt because to do so would be what? Self-incrimination. I will be giving you evidence against myself. The law says on a compulsory production of documents that Bwaga cannot refuse to comply. Because you know what, Bwaga? I'm not asking you to go and manufacture evidence from somewhere and give it to me. Why are you even asked to produce this document or these documents? Why are you asked, Bwaga?
To produce a document and give us evidence that you are clean.
The reason you have been asked is because you were in charge.
Yeah.
You were in charge. We're not asking you for documents that are unrelated to your stewardship. We're asking you for documents that you managed, that you controlled, that were produced during the period you were in charge.
2021, yeah.
So you can't say, oh no, to give you documents would be to give you evidence against myself. It is not evidence. We may use it as evidence, but in your case, you must produce it because when you were in charge, those documents were generated. So this compulsory production of documents is clear. It says the person has no basis in the privilege to refuse to comply. The only time you can invoke your Fifth Amendment privilege or right is if nobody's asking you to take the stand to testify in a way that incriminates yourself. That's different. They're asking you to produce documents, records that were in your care when you were managing this entity. So why is Ellis Cummings being asked to produce these documents or this document?
Because he was in charge.
Thank you. Under the doctrine of compulsory production of documents, Ellis Cummings must provide the documents because, as the law states, Ellis Cummings has no basis in the privilege to refuse to comply because the act of producing the documents does not involve testimonial self-incrimination. That's the law. That is the law. So, those of you who are arguing, when do they go to the court? Today, right?
Yeah.
The hearing is today. The court is expected to hear. Judge Roosevelt Willie is expected to hear the case today, the complaint the Cummings people filed. Cummings lawyers took the thing up and went there. And so they're going to hear it today. And I'm sure after the court has spoken. So, Vaga, what happens when Judge Willie tells Cummings to produce the document? What do you think he's going to do, Vaga?
Nothing, but just to do, because you have to follow the rules and of the state.
No, Cummings might go to the Supreme Court.
Because that with the Supreme Court not tell him to do same as the lower court,
then maybe he will refuse. Do you know why Cummings does not want to produce this document, Vaga?
Because there's a foul play there, and he know about it and just don't want to.
The reason is simple, Vaga.
Yeah.
We have the document that we're asking Cummings to produce. We have it. It was given to us. It was given to Yombly. When Yombly was chairperson of the CPP, she wrote the National Elections Commission. They gave her the document that Cummings submitted, a photocopy document. Cummings filed a photocopy document with the National Elections Commission. We have it. We have the document. The Election Commission has the document. Why do you think we're asking him to provide us document that we already have? You know why we're asking? It's very simple. Dinah, you're wrong. I'm not giving her any ideas. There's no way out here for Cummings, Dinah. Dinah Chelsea Tibley, you're wrong, my sister. There's no way out here for Cummings. He has to provide a document. There's nothing he can do. Going to the Supreme Court, this matter will not go up to the Supreme Court. He will have to provide a document. We have the document. You know why we're asking him for the document? You know why we've been asking him for it forever? It's very simple. We know you do. I know Bwaga did something.
Mm-hmm.
I got the proof that Bwaga did it, but yet I'm asking Bwaga. Because I want Bwaga to say out of his own mouth that he did not do it, so that I can do what, Bwaga? So that I can present him with the evidence.
So in case Bwaga keep refusing to produce the document,
then the Election Commission will be summoned. You see, we don't want a document to come from us and say, this is the document that NEC gave us. We ask Cummings, because Cummings should provide this document. Cummings is saying, no, I will not provide it. I will not provide it. The reason is simple. When Cummings provides this document, it will prove everything we've been saying. We want him to just prove it. Because the document that he will provide, that he has, that he must provide, that he will be made to provide, will prove our point. Simple. And what is our point? That is a photocopy that he submitted to the Elections Commission. That he made changes to the document. That the version he submitted was not signed by the 3 other political parties. That the signature page was extracted from the first document signed on May 19, 2020, and attached to the one he submitted, dated June 24, 2020. So it will show the evidence, so it will prove us right. So it's simple. We're asking him not because we don't have it, we have it. The Elections Commission Yombly Kanga Lawrence wrote the Elections Commission and they sent her a copy of the document, we have it. And it's not in hiding. We publicly stated it that Yombly wrote the NEC and NEC gave Yombly a copy of the document. So when Cummings refuses to give the document, simple. Of course, the court will hold him in contempt if he refuses to give. So our strategy, you don't understand it. This is not so good strategy. It's out there. Cummings knows what we're going to do. His lawyers know what we're going to do. When Cummings refuses to provide the documents, the court will take action against Cummings, of course. But the Elections Commission will provide the document. The Elections Commission will provide a document to show the evidence. Now, Cummings will have to look at the Elections Commission and say, that's not the document I provided you. I don't know what he's going to tell that lie. I don't know what he's going to look at NEC and tell NEC, say, the document you have is not what I provided you. I don't know what he's going to tell that lie. But we have the document, okay? We're not looking for the document. We're not asking for the document because we don't have it. We've had it since Youngbley wrote the NEC and brought the document. So Cummings knows that the moment he gives this document, when it comes from his hands, listen, Cummings is playing smart. It's a cat and mouse game. He knows that the moment he gives this document, whether he likes it or not, it incriminates him. We're not asking him for evidence against himself because we already have it. But the moment he gives this document, he's finished. The moment he does not give it, he's still finished. You know why? Because the National Elections Commission will be subpoenaed to take the stand, and they will ask them, give us the document that Cummings filed with you. Is it not finished there, boy guy? It's finished. So there is no way Cummings gets out of this. If Cummings produces the document, he's finished. If Cummings refuses or produces a document, the court will take action against him. They'll hold him in contempt. Plus, the Elections Commission will be subpoenaed to take the stand and do what?
Provide documents.
Who is the custodian of the document?
NEC.
The National Elections Commission. That's correct, Walker. Where was the document filed?
NEC.
When it was filed, who signed for it to receive it?
A commissioner from the NEC.
Thank you. The NEC people have the document. So the thing here is that we know there's no way out for him. He has no room. If he refuses to provide a document, the court takes action against him for contempt of court. You see that? Then the NEC will be made to produce the document. Will the NEC refuse to provide a document?
No.
Why would the NEC refuse? Because the NEC has already given a copy of the document to who? To Youngbley, to the CCP. Yeah. So the NEC already gave a copy when we were not even in court. Okay? When we were not even in court, Youngbley wrote the NEC and the NEC gave Youngbley a copy of the document. So why would the NEC refuse to give a copy to the court? By the time it's a catch 2022, Sir Gizzy, that's what it is. Same Sir Gizzy, you understand it? There's no way out. You do, you die. You don't do, you stay die. Cummings is in a quagmire. He can't get out of it. Cummings produces a document. It's like, Bwaga, you know, like I said, I know you did something wrong. I know it. I have the evidence, but yet I'm asking you, Bwaga, did you do this thing? You say no. I ask you again, Bwaga, you sure our parents used to do it to us? I don't know what you experienced when you were growing up. Your mom or your papa will ask you, Bwaga,
sure,
you sure you did it? And you when you told it, you said, no, mommy, that not me. Bwaga, you sure that not you? When you see your parent asking you, Bwaga, you sure, then what do you know now? They either got witness or testify against you.
Yeah.
That is all you're doing it. Our parents used to do this to us. This is a strategy we are using. And it's not better than Cummings. Where is the document? I can't give it to you. What is Cummings saying? Is he saying he doesn't have it?
He do.
No, but that's not the question. The question I ask you, has Cummings ever said he does not have the document?
No, he haven't said that.
What is he saying instead?
He can produce evidence against himself.
He will not produce evidence against himself.
Mm-hmm.
Is this evidence? No, this is not evidence. It is not evidence because guess what? We have it already. It's not hidden. It's not secret. We already have it. But you were in charge. Under the doctrine of the compulsory production of documents, whether or not it will incriminate you, you are under obligation to produce it because you were in charge. So this is the quagmire that Cummings is faced with. If Cummings produces the document, it makes it easy for us. The case is closed. Okay.
Costa.
If Cummings refuses, let me tell you something. People will testify. Joe Bwaga will be subpoenaed. He will testify. Youngbley will testify. They will go to court and testify, and others will testify. I think there's a guy called Fredericks will also testify. When Joe Biden takes the stand, they will ask him, Mr. Former Vice President, did you at any point in time sign any CPP document? Joe Biden will state very clearly, yes, I signed the May 19th document, but we nullified it and decided to do a new document. Then they will ask Joe Biden again, Mr. Former Vice President, did you sign another CPP document? Joe Biden will say no. Then they will give him a copy of that document. Mr. Boakai, do you remember signing this particular document? This document, they will present it to him. Joe Biden will say, no, I did not sign that particular document. They will do the same thing with Youngbley and Gossin Fredericks. They will go ask him, the federal one of the people involved with the process. Did you all sign this document? They will say no. Then where does that leave Cummings? When his colleagues say they did not sign this document, you know, some of you are taking this thing for joke. Cummings committed a crime here, and you're defending it because of stupid politics. What Cummings did here is a crime. But has Cummings ever denied making changes to the agreement?
No.
How does he say it? What words does he use to criminalize what he did? We made what is some of you don't forget.
You know, the message, there's some minor changes, you know,
harmless changes.
Harmless changes, yeah. Harmless
changes.
Cosmetic changes.
The man has never denied.
Yeah, but Costa, now we talk about the.
No, but hold on that point. Cummings has always repeatedly said we made harmless changes. Cosmetic changes.
Yeah.
Wait, you and myself, poor guy. Let me ask one of the Cummings people. You and myself, we signed an agreement. I leave, you turn around, you make changes to the agreement, you make a new one, then you take the signature page and you attach it to the new one you made. Then when I ask you, then you tell me, oh, my man, I only made some harmless changes.
Yeah, he believe with you. He believe with you said that, the changes I'm doing, it may not hurt the CPP or it may not hurt anybody within the CPP.
Is it your place, Boakai? Is it right? Is it legal to make changes at all? Cosmetic changes, harmless changes? Now, Boakai, the point about it, the hypocrisy of the Cummings supporters is that they are defending it when the man himself has confessed. The man confessed. The man said, yes, I made changes, but the changes don't benefit. What's the other thing that's Cummings say, Boakai? The changes we made do now what?
You know, have major issues.
No, do not benefit me. Again, I keep saying it. You got to learn to listen and pay attention. Cummings has repeatedly said the harmless changes that we made do not benefit me individually. But nobody is telling you that the changes benefiting you. But the fact of the matter is, did you have to even make the changes? You all are listening. The man has confessed repeatedly, and yet some of you are still defending him. They say, I stole. I say, yeah, but the thing I stole, the thing I major, man, like that minor thing I stole, it's not even important. But I didn't really mean to steal it. Then you are still defending me, brother. I have admitted, I have confessed that I stole. The man keeps saying, yes, we made harmless changes. Yes, but how do these changes benefit me? We can play his voice, and you will hear his voice. Yes, we made harmless changes. You do not, after a document is signed, Wakai. Let me finish on this point so you can come in. Wakai, when a legal document is signed, you know why some documents, the people sign the signature page, Wakai? They initial the signature page. Every page, right? At the bottom of the page, they put their initial. You know why they do that?
That's an evidence.
You can't tamper with that page.
You can't tamper with that. You can't tamper with that.
You can't even cross the R, dot the R across the T. You can't do it.
Yeah.
And the people who defend it Cummings, if somebody did it to you, if you bought a piece of land from John Brown, after you sign the land deed, John Brown goes and he makes alterations to the land deed. Maybe the land was supposed to be 1 acre. John Brown said the land is 3 lots. And then tell me you will not be angry. Tell me you will not sue the person. Even when John Brown said, oh yeah, I made some changes. Made changes after we signed? You will see. Come in now, brother, make your point.
My
the
point
man
here
been confessing from day one, but it is you, his supporters, who refuse to hear it. When he's convicted in court and cannot run for president, that time you already know. Speak, brother.
My point here, Costa, he succeeded in, for the hearing not to be televised. There was some,
Yeah, no, he won. He won that one.
Now, my point, Costa, don't you think he's been financially equipped, financially strong, that can be a gameplay within the whole system to get things his way? Don't you think so? Because our judicial system, once you have the finance, you can give some cash to the judges and do whatsoever within Liberia.
We know it can happen. It can happen.
And
but we're hoping it does not happen in this case. That's all I can say to that. We know that is a possibility, but I don't have the feeling that it will happen in this case. Yeah. But Bogart, there's a key point I just made. Cummings has confessed from day one. Cummings has been confessing. I made harmless changes. And besides, the changes do not benefit me. What Vivian Dudu Ado, your Cummings supporter, have you not heard Cummings say he made harmless changes and that they don't benefit him? Of course, you've heard him say those things. Now, Bogart, let's move on to something else here. Martin Kohler. Did you hear what happened for Martin Kohler?
No.
Okay. Martin Kohler. I don't know what you be doing. You don't follow the events. Martin Kohler used to be Dillon's chief of staff. He resigned from Dillon's office. And when he resigned, of course, we know why he resigned. Cummings was the one behind the resignation. Martin continued to receive a salary. Again, that's a criminal offense. It is a criminal offense. Why? You no longer work for me. You no longer work for me. You have resigned from my office.
I'm hearing that.
You have resigned from my office. Let me find the letter. Before some of you say, and Martin has not denied it all. For months, for 5 good months, Martin Kohler was receiving a salary from Dillon's office.
Whoa. Double dipping.
My man. No, they want not double dipping. They want to just outright stealing. So this is the letter here. Darius Dillon reached out to the controller of the Senate, the Liberian Senate, to inquire. Senator Dillon reached out to the Liberian Senate, to the controller of the Senate, to inquire about this, because it came to their attention that Martin Kohler was still receiving his salary when he was no longer working. So the controller of the Liberian Senate wrote Darius Dillon back with the evidence. Let me read a letter from the controller of the Liberian Senate. The Liberian Senate, Capitol Building, on official letterhead, February 1, 2022, Senator Abraham Darius Dillon, Senator, Montserrat County, Capitol Building, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear sir, compliments. We acknowledge receipt of your communication dated February 1, 2022, requesting the Finance Department of the Liberian Senate to furnish you with the financial information of your Chief of Office staff beginning September 2021 to present, September of last year. Herewith is detailed salary payment transaction of your Chief of Staff, Martin C. Kohler, whose accounts are domiciled at the United Bank for Africa, with account USD 5303250019905 USD and Liberian dollars 5308050003565. Listen, Baka. The period, September, the month of September 2021, he collected his 80% in USD, which is 620 US dollars, 20% in Liberian dollars, which is 26,487.93. October, he received a salary. November, he received a salary. December, he received the salary. Not his salary, but the salary for that position. In January 2022, last month, he collected the salary. Martin Cola collected a total of $3,111 USD, $3,111, and Liberian dollars $127,098.49. Signed, P. Bryant Cholpre, Senior, Comptroller, the Liberian Senate. Now, why? This man was no longer working. This man had left. He resigned. Did Dillon fire him?
No, he resigned.
Voluntarily. Then he continued to collect the salary. Why? It's a criminal act. Last week, I'm told, the guy was at UBA, at ELWA Junction, last week to withdraw the money from his account. Last week. He went to withdraw the January salary from his account. Okay, this is a criminal offense. Last week, because you know, when you leave the legislature, it takes time for them to stop. They gotta notify. I don't know what Dillon did. They gotta notify the comptroller's office. Yes, Brother Mazakoe, good morning, Austin. He did withdraw. This is theft. This is fraud. He's been withdrawing his salary. But Cummings told you to resign from Dillon's office, right? Cummings is a rich man.
Yeah.
Why is he not paying you? Or the money he's paying you, is it not enough? It was Cummings that told Martin Cola, through Musa ability, to resign from Dillon's office so they can make Dillon look like everything is falling apart, right?
Yeah.
That's what it did. There were two people who resigned in the space of 2 weeks. Martin Cola, the chief of staff, and the other guy.
Eunice Bashu.
Eunice Bashu resigned too. He's from ANC. So just last week, Martin Cola was at UBA at ELWA Junction to withdraw some of the money from his account. So they asked Martin Cola when the thing got out. Martin, where is the money? Oh, the money in my account. I will withdraw it and give it back to the senator. Can you imagine that, boy? Do you believe Martin has that money? He does not have it.
Yeah.
So the point is, Ellis Cummings wanted Dillon to look, and you know when Martin resigned, right? When did Martin resign from Dillon's office?
September.
He resigned in September, but what precipitated his resignation? What?
Well, just a seat here with Liberty Party.
No. There you go again, Boga. There you go again, Boga. You see that? Oh, I said, you ought to remember. Martin Cola resigned when Dillon said, I am leaning towards who?
JMB.
Epa!
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's only me that can remember all these things. Martin Cola resigned. By the time Dillon said, I'm leaning towards JMB. What happened in Dillon's office?
They started to resign.
Martin resigned. Ulysses Grant, the ANC guy, resigned.
Abel
Plackey resigned. 3 people resigned within the space of a few weeks. That is exactly what happened. By the time Dillon said, I'm leaning towards Joe Bogart, Cummings said, oh, Dillon, you okay. I can't make people resign from your office. Because this is what Cummings believes in, cash violence. The guy has no charisma. People don't really like him. He's not an affable person. And all he does is he throws money around and thinks that he can get away. That is exactly what happened. By the time he said, I'm leaning towards Joe Parker, people started resigning from his office. So now, Martin, you resign because your boss man Cummings told you to resign through Musa ability that he will be paying you. Why do you have to be collecting Dillon money from his office? If I were Darius Dillon, I want to know what Dillon will do about this case. Parker, you need to call Dillon. Say we want to ask him. We want to know because you know what? We supported Dillon, raised money for Dillon to go into that office. So if somebody steals from that office, it is our right to demand that action be taken against that person. So we want to know. The Costa Show stood with Darius Dillon more than any other platform, raised money for Dillon, and we demand to know and mobilize votes for him the first time, the second time. We want to know what Dillon will do to Martin Kohler. We want our office money back. That's what we want. We want our office money. Call Senator Dillon want to know what is he going to do. Now that the evidence is there, Martin has confessed he was taking the money for 5 months. You're not working in the mayor's office, Walker. You resign because your boss man Cummings told you to resign to make Dillon look weak. Then you collecting the mayor money. You collecting the money from the office. That's theft. I don't know why Martin not in jail yet. We need to know from Dillon. We want to know why Martin is not in jail yet.
Okay, I think I have Senator Dillon live with us on the line.
Very good.
Good morning, Senator. He just left the line. Hope he can call back.
Yes. Tell the senator we want to hear from him. That office belongs to the people of Montserrat County. It belongs to us. And we want to know what he's doing to get our money back, to recover our money that was stolen by Martin Kohler. His boss man is a multi-millionaire. Most ability, you get big more, you get plenty of money. Let them pay the money back with immediate effect, or Martin Kohler should be prosecuted for theft of property. Simple. Very, very simple. Very simple.
Yeah. I'm still trying to get to the senator.
Now, we're going to go to the phone lines and take some calls there. Let's go to the lines and take some calls.
So,
pay the money back.
ADD, me say, CDC lawmakers say they will join on Yeke Koluba and fight him in a chamber.
Akara's great.
Yeah.
Akara's great, you want to fight Yeke.
So,
when you get out, you say, we'll fight you. You who may we? Right.
He's talking about here, Foko, San Foko. You know, Foko John, the phrase to Foko saying he will join Akara's great for them to fight Yeke Koluba.
Akara's great can fight Yeke. Yeke, look, punch down on there. Yeke one bad punch. Oh, yeah. Now, pretty drawing and tail that when you be looking at that. Yeke does not drink. Yeke does not smoke. Yeke is very fit. And Yeke not get no substances in your body. So, Yeke got stamina. That boy can walk for miles. I've seen him do it. And you'll be looking like nothing. Like you're not even checking. Now you go stay in I saw the man talking about, will you cause the president here? It will fight you. You know, the sycophancy is just sad. Isn't the man fighting hard to show loyalty to Jawia? We'll fight you. We'll fight you. Look at that kind of nonsense. You'll fight your friend. That fighting you won't fight to prove loyalty. Akara's way is just like that person who nobody get time for him, but he's just fighting hard to show loyalty. Jawia has never cared for Akara's grade. Never. Never. And all you do there, you just try to show him, oh, Papi, I say, Papi, I'm loyal to you. I will fight you again. And you can do anything, I will fight for your business. Ain't you see that nonsense? Ain't you see that nonsense? Jawia does not care about you.
Costa, my understanding the whole situation is that they just want to make Yeke afraid of talking whenever they are around.
Yeke look like he can be made a friend. Yeke look like somebody can make a friend. Just leave that thing. Mama, let's go to the phone line and take some calls there. But let him go fight Yeke. Let the two of them fight. Just the two of them. We'll see who will be standing. Somebody will fight.
The phone lines are open this morning on 0770
What a joke.
010383. The WhatsApp number is +231 8624171. You can call any of the numbers this morning and be live with us on the Costa Show. Yeah, we're taking your calls. Just
So, Brian, the National Democratic Coalition has expelled one of their officials. And I read the letter. I have the letter here, the expulsion letter, the statement, rather. And I really like the statement, and I'm going to read it for you. I'm trying to find it. It's interesting, very, very interesting. The words they used to describe the man as they expelled him, my God. But take some calls a while trying to find this letter, Waka.
all right, let's take this person here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Buckeye, and good morning to my leader. Good morning to the many listening this morning. You know, Buckeye, it looked too funny. You look at smoke all that man, you can find you can go back. You know who does not have a terminal standard? I know you want you want. I was there on the boy. You don't call him on here. Buy my one month. You want to be just blow that month. You will never go to that building again. Number two, leader, it is interesting, and I stand with you. Please ask Dr. Dillon, let them tell us what is the current state of the case. We need our money back. If Madikura cannot restitute our money, let him go to jail. Period.
All right, thank you so much. Let's take somebody from the WhatsApp number. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Boakai. You know, this morning, I just wanted to tell Costa that you don't have to lie for people.
Hello?
I'm calling from London. Yeah, hello?
What's your name?
My name is Napoleon Soso. I'm calling you from Vegas this morning. You know, Costa don't have to lie for people to understand his dubious behavior.
Okay.
He's not telling the people about how the document, you know, was reviewed by the lawyers. He only talking about 19.
So you agree that Mr. Kumi said that there was some cosmetic changes within the document?
When the lawyers,
if he does not give you a chance to talk, you cut the idiot off.
You want to listen to me?
Yeah, why you wasting time with a man for? That stupid comment supporter. He want to listen to you. Just call him off. They're not coming platform here. Take another call off.
0770-102-102-86 010-383 555
I mean, like a platform. You call here, you will listen to us. You want to listen to us, we'll cut you off. What you know about the CPP document? Take another call here.
Yeah, we still anticipate your calls. Keep them coming in this morning. We will have you and put you through the line. There's a situation in red light.
What's going in red light?
Has been barricaded. He said the police have barricaded all the area there, stopping marketeers from going in the main market again. Yeah. So somebody just send me that. But I take this person on the line. Good morning. Okay, we just messed up on our caller 0770.
So the marketers are refusing to go to Omega. Is that the problem, Boga?
Yeah, but Costa, who the buyers are not going there? How would the marketeers go there? You know, the
buyers are not going to buy there. Where are they buying from?
Some people are staying in red light. Costa, people are staying in red light, so the people can just stop right in the market and in red light. But now police have gone there and barricaded the area, stopping people from selling again. Even the stores, those that are having stores, now can't go to their stores to open in red light. That's what happened this morning. But I take this person on the line. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, your name is calling you from? Good
you get me?
Good morning. You're live. Welcome.
Yeah. Okay, morning, brother. Good morning, Petro. But to the issue, I just want to say this. Whatsoever money that Matthew Kula collected.
Let me just hold you there, my brother, and take your representative Yeke Koluba. General, good morning. Welcome to the Costa Show.
The man said laughing.
General, good morning.
I missed your call, man. I was in the washroom.
Yeah, General, good morning. Costa here. You want to talk to you?
General Money. So we saw that first being a character talking about he wants to fight you. What do you have to say to him?
No, I want to let people know today is the last day for the sale of the ticket. Tomorrow will be the Champions League final. So the LeBron need to buy the ticket for the Champions League final tomorrow. So, Costa, let me say this for the benefit of the LeBron people. Nobody will make me afraid in this country. I will go in session. I will talk the way I usually talk, and maybe I will talk more than how I usually talk. It's a challenge.
We saw you with all the trophies. We saw you with a lot of trophies. And what are those trophies for? And how many are the trophies?
They are 9. Let me just name 3 to you.
Okay.
We gave him one. We gave him one best trophy for sleeping with our Liberian sisters and mothers and disposing their answer.
Okay.
Yeah, we gave him that trophy. And we also gave him one trophy for being the best criminal ever in on the road.
What a time we
gave him another one for Lulu. We gave him another one for Nafo. We gave him another one for being empty-headed.
What about the singing? Do you have any trophy for him for singing?
No, we get all the trophy on you. It's trophy like 9. We just gave him 4. Yeah, the other awards of crowd, they don't want to be celebrated now. He always want to be celebrated. The young people need to show their talent, but he want to win all the awards. So what want a young people do?
Yeah, but General, you keep calling Buffer Chimo beg ball to wear. I don't know why you always calling Buffer Chimo beg ball to wear, because he's the speaker and he spearhead everything there in the House of Representatives.
No, that man not speaker, man. That man is a complete bodyguard. And you remember I said in session, I said, look, the house need to be audited. I remember January 16, 2014. When Bubba Chima was not speaker at that time, he said he wanted the house to be audited. I got a newspaper. I will send to you now, Costa.
No, you're right. That's true. I know.
Go ahead, Costa.
No, I said you are right. Buffer Chima said that the house needs to be audited. So you are calling on him now as speaker.
Costa, it's being alleged that Thomas Fala is doing concrete pavement in local country. We want to know where he getting that money from. It's being alleged. It's being alleged that Kafia, a representative Kafia, is spending $5,000 every day in Bon Country. So maybe they give me the data number 10 people who are talking using my personal use. So I say, y'all all are telling that people can know that we're taking the for personal use.
Yeah, General, another thing here is that the court asked them to pay your money, but up to now you haven't received it. I don't know. Why you staying on that also?
They will pay. They just a number rule that they should pay me. We have the ruling. We carry them on a bill of information that they are not paid, and they say they are paid. But let me say this to the public. The respect I have for Johnson Gueglo, I took it on Tuesday. I can no longer call him father-in-law. I can no longer call him Honorable Gueglo. I will call him Johnson Gueglo.
And why is that?
I abuse the respect I have for him.
General, what he did?
Oh, the man read our rules outside down. Jason Simon and myself wearing the same French wear. Then therefore, Johnson Gueglo said he pick up. He grew up way in the bush in Nimakande, way behind Nimakande, no car road there. So you don't know what they call French wear. In our rules, they talk about French wear. Our wearing coat, cloth trouser, with t-shirt on the head. Daisy Sibo were in the sitting. Now Daisy Sibo stood up and said, Honorable Kwamba is properly dressed because I said, where is the senior attire? He said, no. Honorable Kwamba not properly dressed. He said, t-shirt. Why you call t-shirt? But you know, I will educate Honorable Kwamba. The respect I have for him, taking it. And he myself would care in it. He would never believe it. Watch and see. Anybody that draw the line, I don't want me to respect that. They never respect you.
I agree.
Yeah. Costa, this question normally I want to ask Representative Yega Koluba. Do sometimes the CPP lawmaker come into your defense because you normally stand alone and start to put things in place? Do they come in your defense at times?
Very few, not more than today. But listen to
how much Goswa always stands with him. Representative Goswa always stands with him. I saw it the other day.
Yeah, but listen to the recording. You were here Akara Dre telling the CPP lawmaker, most of you people going to big upon your side and here, you're talking to all kind of way you're acting, I don't know. It's only recording, and that's true. That's true. Most of our attend to backups. We go and watch it, Ambassador we are. Now Ambassador we are coming to country in the manner informing we in proceeding. Costa, I'm not in sympathy with how we are. If she have a husband that will go in the room with her and can't discuss the private life, that's not the first time. When Mama Molu said it, what did the women do? They want to call Giuliani. That they can give her money and get what days anywhere. Did she go to the Mama Molu house? Did she go to no? We need to stop behaving the way we're behaving. And in sympathy with the Liberian women. The Liberian women are not in sympathy with how we are. As far as I'm concerned, Opon was celebrating his wealth in our conversation. He was denigrating our sisters and our mothers. Have they committed any crime to look at one bushman that is a foreigner that don't have a father in Liberia to be friendly with you? Let's cry for our women. We are calling on the Liberian people for us to make them name one thing president. And Costa, I want to pray that we use this time for us to bring, we always say the CPP broken apart, but we can still bring it together. We can try to bring it together. We need to talk to our elders. Our people are frustrated. Because I go to the airport, nobody is sure I'm to the airport. Nobody. Let me tell you today.
But the book how they pay to the airport.
When I go, because I'm in the plane coming, everybody celebrating the thing. Oh, we're around with the honorable, we're around with the honorable. I go out and see my two officers car locked. The chief of security said, because I get called the president, he locked my two official cars. Until that case can be investigated, until that case can be very cut out. If we have to go turn around the bush or come out, we'll turn around the bush or come out. I will never stop what I'm doing. I will not. And there's nothing in the law that call political case. Any attempt for them to do something political, I go to the court. The court said a political case. Then the thing the court want, it will come in the country.
Yep.
You express your disappointment in Honorable Snow this gone time. You call him and explain things to him, and he said the people should have flogged you at the airport.
In the first place, Costa, before I even call Snow, because Snow the one, Costa, you remember right? I said when I'm recording. Snow the one that called me and say, oh, say, he beg you, you might not be talking, you might not be
You can send me that recording, but he told me not to play it.
Explain to him, instead of Snow calling me in the but when I call Snow, like that Snow say, oh, yeah, you know the post say, you went to the airport, you blocked traffic, and then someone dropped the phone, somebody coming from the airport, said Snow said it was going to beat you. So I said, oh, Snow, you crossed the red line. Now you're big toe in your mouth. Now look at 20 pounds of meat. You crossed the line. You crossed the line. And Snow crossed the line. He crossed the line.
Yeah.
Because I am challenging the Liberian government. Let them go to the airport. They got CCTV there. When we're locking my car, if my security don't ever ask them where I'm locking the car for, I'm guilty. If my car ever block the traffic, I'm guilty. I'm calling on the Civil Society. I'm calling on the Liberian National Bar Association. I'm calling on the Good Citizen of Liberia to call on the government to bring the CCTV to the public. If my car block the traffic, I will resign as representative. If my security ever ask them question, I will resign. That is the day. Until they can do that, the person they're doing it for, the person will fee me. Tuesday is the champion in front of Costa. You're going to buy a ticket today. By 2 o'clock, there's no ticket on sale. When you want to buy it, you want to buy it from me now. And that time be 400 US for ticket.
Okay. Representative Coleman, thank you so much for taking our call and speaking with us this morning. You know, Bwagai?
Thank you. Sorry, I was in the bathroom.
Okay. All right, no problem. Let me tell you something. You see, sometimes people share things with others, they say they won't hear enough for you to talk. Some time ago, Representative Coleman sent me a recording. And he mentioned it himself, right?
Yeah.
So I can talk about it now, but I will not go in detail. Representative Coleman sent me a recording some time ago of Edwin Snow on the phone with Representative Coleman, making an offer to him, begging him essentially on behalf of the president. But he told me, he said, General, I don't want you to hear this recording, but it's not meant to be published. So I never published that recording. But he himself just spoke to that. So that Edwin Snow there, he will pick up the phone and call Yaka and be doing the president, bidding, begging for the president and all that kind of stuff.
I seen a recording over the weekend. I don't know if you watched that recording.
Oh, no, I don't remember seeing it.
Honorable Snow, when you let me just, I come because I want to play this recording so you can listen to Honorable Snow in 2017 when he was supporting JMB.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah, but play. Yeah. But what's the point of it though? I mean, yeah, he at that time he was with JMB, and when he was saying he's always been consistent. Every time he's ever supported someone, he's never left the person. He's always been consistent. Or, man, don't waste our time with Edwin Snow. Yeah, play something. Let's go talk to our people. Take our people call. Yeah, let's leave Edwin Snow business. Snow that foolish man.
All right, so the phone lines are open. Keep your calls coming in. 0770-102-102.
But you know the funniest part? For Edwin Snow to say he's standing with Claudia. Edwin Snow, who paid a Liberian girl 1,000 US to strip herself naked and walk around for their pleasure. Saying that he stands with Claudia. Edwin Snow, and all say he's standing with Claudia. I mean, they got a hell of a guy. We need a Liberia where the likes of Snow will have no influence, no power. That was my operating war. You don't even know. A Liberia where the likes of Edwin Snow will never smell power, will never have real influence. Nobody said they will remove him from his Senate job. He will be there on the time finish. But where he's leeching on the government, he's sucking up, he's ass kissing, and he's in Liberia where Edwin Snow will be just an ordinary Joe Blow in the country, no influence. I mean, Edwin Snow talking about standing with Claudia. A man will pay our sister, you know what I mean, to pay a woman to strip herself naked, to walk around for your entertainment and your amusement. But do you think that gay that Edwin Snow pay, and that thing will haunt Edwin Snow for the rest of your life? But you know the thing is, people get away with a lot of things in Liberia. You can murder people and get away with it. So what about Ellen never bring a war and still be president? Charles still up. And all the people could still be, Prince doesn't get elected. So come on, this is Liberia. But one day we will have a Liberia where people will not get away with things as they do now. That's a Liberia that I'm fighting for. A Liberia where the rule of law will reign supreme and the rule of men will be a thing of the past. That is the Liberia we're fighting for. You understand? When Edwin Snow gets up and says, I stand in solidarity with Claudia. Claudia doing something at his place there, the Blue Lake. I don't know what she's doing there. They say she's helping to fix it up or something like that. I don't know. So because Claudia has been doing that, she was with him a couple of weeks ago. I saw the picture he posted. I think she went to the Blue Lake in Bumming and fell in love with A, and she's been trying to do something there. So now, you know what he's doing now? He's worshiping the woman because, you know, that's the way he operates. He wants Claudia.
That's him.
He wants Clyde we have to continue to help to do stuff there. So he can tell the poor bummy, bro. Look what he did. He posted the woman picture and said, Manafalele, if you stand with the people of Bummy, with the people of Bummy will make you happy in 2023.
Yeah.
You see, I saw a post. The guy is an ass kisser. You know, even Claudia knows that. Claudia, not from like bro, but you know, evidence know that's what he is. Claudia is not the one running for president. Of course, we know she's the first lady. When her husband wins, so does she. But to say to the woman, if you stand with the people, you made the poor bummy happy, the poor woman will make you happy in 2023. Because Claudia is putting small money in our place. If you did, evidence know that all around, well, I stand with Claudia. Why didn't you stand with a Liberian sister? You paid $1,000 to strip herself naked. I mean, come on, Bwaka, you don't do certain things. He took advantage of that young woman, Bwaka. Because I'm pretty sure the only reason she did that was because she was paid money to do that.
Yeah.
$1,000 US. How many people? It's a shame, it's sad. But even in America, yeah, Bugger, I know some young people, some women who strip naked for $1,000 US to walk around. But you don't put them in that situation where they have to accept such a terrible, terrible offer to humiliate themselves like that. And Snow did that. And he apologized for it. So this is not like Deseo. He actually said, I'm sorry. And why did he do that? Because he's a terrible person. He's a user. That's who Edwin Snow is. All these wonderful women Snow has married. I don't want to look at that man and marry him. But that's what I don't understand. The guy is a terrible guy. He's ugly as hell. Why would these women be marrying him? All the women they be loving him. Why? I don't get it.
And the man go beyond poor women, you know, it may always be
no. The man does strategic loving. He does not love any woman for nothing. He sees benefits. I mean, decent women have been married to the foolish guy. Good women. I'm not saying all women are not good, but I mean women who have, distinguished themselves, who have accomplished successful women to be married to the foolish guy. You understand?
Mm.
Everything he's got in life, he bulldozed it. He got it through the back door. Everything. The guy is a sleazy, depraved animal. Somebody said they want him for his money. Not for money. Some of the women not for money. He got money. The women I'm talking about, these are not broke women. These women are not hustling.
Mm-hmm.
What will you say about Associate Justice CNN?
Yo.
You want to say CNN, you're broke? Huh? What about the lady, Maria White? Huh? These are enterprising, good women, beautiful women. They belong to the ugly guy. And for what? And he only goes after them for a reason, for a time and season. By the time that season over, what does he do? He's gone. Do you know who he's married to now, boy?
No.
Edwin Snow is currently in a relationship with a woman who is head of the ECOWAS finances. She is like the finance minister of ECOWAS. She manages ECOWAS's funds. The woman that controls the purse strings of ECOWAS, the Edwin Snow wife now. I think they said she's from the Gambia or she's from Nigeria, but she is the one who controls ECOWAS. He carried it to the ECOWAS. Edwin Snow now goes out with a woman who is the finance person for ECOWAS. All the ECOWAS money that the woman controlling, that the woman Edwin Snow with now. By the time that woman leaves that position, Edwin Snow will find another woman somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of guy is this?
The highest divorce certificate in your life.
So like you got 3.
In the entire life, really, man.
I said, right now, the woman Edwin Snow is with, right now. She is in charge of ECOWAS's finances. She's the ECOWAS finance person. That's what money she playing with. And I'm sure he did knocking that woman head when they go, he be knocking her head so she can be finding a way for him to be eating ECOWAS money.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what he's doing. I mean, I'm not going to call some of the women he's dated, some of these women, especially the ones that he was not married to, but the ones that you're married to, it's okay for us to call their names because he was married to them, right? Officially.
Yeah.
But the ones he was not married to, that he was just pimping on and loving to, we're not going to call their names yet because it would not be fair for us to do that to them. But some of the women you're loving to them, it was because the positions they were in for him to exploit those positions. There's a lady he was loving to. I will not call her name. Some of you will know her. This lady was the head of PPCC, Honor Ellen. I will not call her name, but everybody knew their relationship was public. And Edwin Snow used to leverage that position that woman had. I'm told in all kinds of ways. She's a good woman, by the way. A good woman. And nothing wrong, but I don't know why the women they keep loving to him. Good women.
Somebody said because of a 20-pound tone more.
The man is strategic in everything he does. All his relationships are based on self-interest.
That's
Edwin
it.
Snow never becomes your friend for nothing.
No, never.
Say what you may about George Weah. George Weah knows Edwin Snow like his ABC. I know this for a fact. George Weah knows Edwin Snow, and George Weah does not like Edwin Snow. Say whatever you want to say. I know that I used to sit down there when George Weah be talking about Edwin Snow. George Weah does not like Edwin Snow. I know this for a fact. That's why this man never becomes your friend for nothing, Walker. He's a user. He's an opportunist. He married to Zoe Taylor. You know why he married Zoe Taylor? To get a leg up. To place himself in Charles Taylor's good graces. You know where that ended. It ended with him being what? They made him LFA boss, and then he went on to he stole up all the damn money at LFA. And oh my God, the guy is just a terrible, terrible human being, Edwin Snow. Part of the reason why people like us are entering politics or have entered politics is so that the likes of Edwin Snow will cease to have influence in our country. So Edwin Snow is all about Edwin Snow. All about Edwin Snow. Let's take a few more calls, Buckeye, and then we'll close up.
077.
Statement from the National Democratic Coalition. They have expelled Abraham Mitchell, and I really like the letter, the expulsion statement, and I wanted to read it, but just for public information, he's been expelled, and he's been charged by them with betrayal, wickedness, this and that. I like the statement. I wanted to read it, but just so you know, Abraham Mitchell has been expelled. Okay, good. Take some calls there, Buckeye.
All right, let's take. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome, Pangomo.
Hey, Pastor. Good morning. Costa. Good morning. How are you?
Morning.
People. Our economy is improving very well. The economy of Labrador is graduating, and for the time the new money came, the new money that they say all the theater money will go. Today, the theater money floating more than anybody. The theater money floating all over. Some of them, if you say 2,000, so that. So they take the money that they want to move for a billion, small quota in Lofa. And President we they gain their own. So, we look for this thing. Sometimes we don't want to talk about this, but we're forced to talk. Because the Labrador living by suffering today in this country. Nobody living a better life.
Okay.
Look, can you imagine if you have broken up, go into your food in your belly? And many of Labrador get like that today.
All right,
and they just give me 4 information the economy improving. Look at I cannot grade. Chemistry boy. You're going to fight the Kolaba by telling the president Robbie. Look at Bova Kima. What you expect from Bova? Bova Kima said, any our modeling, anywhere the killer, any half blood is in here.
Okay, Pangomo, thank you so much. What the other Pangomo when they come in and bring your own topic, so they won't be discussing it for us. They make bring your own topic. So go. The numbers are still active. Call us on 0770 102 102 86 010383. The WhatsApp number is +231 86241.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning, welcome. Your name is joining us
from? Good morning, Pedro.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Elijah, and I join you from District 7, Montserrat County.
Go ahead.
You know, Boaka, this country, I don't know directly what we offer. But a serious-minded citizen living in this country needs to get prepared to see how best change that we fighting for comes to this country. Let me join Pedro to say that Martin Kula is a criminal. You cannot willfully resign from an institution and criminally live on the income of the institution. Martin Kula needs to be prosecuted, and Senator Delon needs to take action. This is a serious integrity issue. We respect the office of Senator Delon. And when Martin Kula resigned, the office of Senator Delon notified, acknowledged his resignation. And they needed to have done due diligence to the House of Senate. As Kula resigned immediately, he should have informed the controlling office about the resignation of Martin Kula. We shouldn't have come this way, but he has to be prosecuted. And also to Akara Gray. Akara Gray is just a joker because he knows that he will not get re-elected, so he wants to buy President Weah's sympathy. But like what Costa said, President Weah doesn't have time for him. And he kept wasting his time.
All right, thank you so much, my brother. We have to make way for other callers. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. That's the WhatsApp number. Call and you'll be live with us here. The local lines are also active. 0770 102 102 86 010383 555 102 102. We still anticipate your calls. We have 10 more minutes. Let's see if we can take this person on the WhatsApp number this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Boga.
Yeah,
good morning, Boga. Good morning, Henry. I'm Dave calling from America.
Go ahead, you're live.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. I'm going to thank you, God, man. Look, you guys are doing a wonderful job for us, for the country, to put on the spot concerning the worst comment my whole life ever. Concerning this guy, the former staff of Dylan office, going for money on a false pretense, the guy should have been arrested to the bank. And just let him go, to call this guy to confirm it, to call the senator to confirm it, which is wrong. He should have been arrested right to the bank and let you get custody and find out whether the money is for him or not. But may have resigned. Okay. And to the comment issue again, comment, this guy should have left comment Everson. This guy, Mr. Borga, other guys, Mr. Uri, the guy should have left. This guy in the wilderness, and he go on his own because he's Mr. Good. Everything he very good. But he forged you, and they start taking around all this kind of stuff. This comment is the worst comment my whole life, man. Look, I guess I get hate to my stomach, actually, the situation in Liberia.
All right, thank you so much. Let's take somebody from this angle here quickly. Good morning, welcome. Your name is joining us from?
How you doing?
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, brother. Okay, thank you. Brother, three issues. Representative Akara Gray, all the money you get, you already the daddy let me get out of people. After you finish smoking opium, what can I say you get to put you get Koruba? You can put you get Koruba. You sit down and smoke opium, what they say, putting your hand in, say you want to somebody. So the issue is Martin Kula needs to pay every other money that you collected from your account. Because you can't be taking salary and you're not working. You're not working and taking salary, you need to pay that money back. On a very few of you need to pay the money back. But that, as I see people celebrating it, they're celebrating a president we are for coming up to reconstruct the executive mansion. All of the executive mansions are to be reconstructed ever since. He come and say on the 14th of February to start reconstructing the executive mansion. All I see is what they don't ever say. And the thing will our attention will be drawn to that kind of thing. We'll not tell the truth, we'll not say what they are doing. We always say, thank you, brother.
Okay, let's take some more calls there. We got 7 more minutes to go. Martin Kola should pay the money back, and if not, he should be criminally prosecuted. Yeah, what he did is a crime. It is a crime. You're not working. Even if it was oversight or it was a mistake that the folks in Senator Dillon's office made, they should have immediately notified the comptroller's office that Martin Kola had resigned. Let's assume they forgot to do that. Martin now should have been honorable enough to refuse to collect the salary. Yeah. Okay? He should have said, no, well, I resigned from this office. I want to have nothing to do with this office. I don't want to have anything to do with this office. And the money in the office is the office money. Yeah. Yeah. Pay the money back. You see, you won't come and support Ellen Port saying that back pay. They all support back. You know, people are a bunch of hypocrites. Ellen Port, if somebody were working for you and they resign from your office and try to embarrass you after all the good things you did for them, and they go and still collecting your salary. If you made a mistake, you didn't inform the bank that they were still taking your money. And is that what you would say? You know, this is the thing with the Cummings people. They're just a bunch of hypocrites. How can you support something like that? And talking about a back pay. Eh? The same way your man come and finger the document and then you say, oh, how benefit the man. Should he even have fingered the document? No, he shouldn't have. You're hypocrites. You defend bad things when it benefits you. Once it's in your interest, you come and sit down here and say, oh, when Musa Belete went and when Cummings went to Liberty Party headquarters, you are supporting that. And you know it is wrong. It is wrong. I will not leave you alone. You're supposed to know better. Ellen Paul. How can you say it is okay for Cummings to go to Liberty Party headquarters when Yombly said, do not come to my headquarters? It is wrong. And yet you all support it. Then you say you're better than seditious. You're not better than seditious. You're just as blind. You support every bad thing your party and your Cummings, what he does. It's wrong. How you will go to somebody's party headquarters, and the person tell you, said, don't come to my headquarters. Yombly is the political leader of Liberty Party. She tells you, I do not wish for you to come to my headquarters. Don't come. She made it public and all. He ignored her and went to the Women's Party headquarters. So much trouble has started at the headquarters that who would have been blamed? That is irresponsible and reckless. Is this a man who wants to make peace? And yet you all support him. You're a bunch of hypocrites. When CDC people do it, then you say, oh, CDC people can worship weird. And CDC can do it. But you all do the same damn thing. Was it right for Cummings to go to Liberty Party headquarters after Yombly told him, do not come to my headquarters? Talking about, yes, stupid things the ANC people can say. Oh, you know, that's the reason I can't stay y'all. In fact, I'd rather deal with sedition than deal with y'all. You know what? Because y'all act like you're better than seditions, but you're worse. You're worse. And see the excuse again they can make. Oh, but ain't everybody in the CPP? And so
I'm getting a call from let's take the call from ADD this morning. Senator, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah. Senator, we want to know this issue with Martin Kola, your former chief of staff, who resigned publicly too. We have the letter here from the Comptroller of the Liberian Senate that the man collected salary from September to January. What are you doing to recollect, to recover those salary payments for the period September 2021 to January 2022?
Well, thank you. Thank you, Henry. I hope I'm audible.
Loud enough.
Loud enough.
Thank you. So Martin Kula resigned from my office. His resignation letter was about August 13, 15, thereabout, but it took effect August 31. So that means as of September 1, Martin Kula was no longer chief of staff in my office. Then Eva Plaki resigned, and Bashu resigned as well. I replaced Eva Plaki and Bashu. The comptroller office took note of that. When Martin resigned, the Senate was with a backlog of gasoline supply of 6 months, beginning from July. So in October, they brought 3 months gasoline supply from July, August, and September. Martin had resigned already, but we took his July and August allotment and sent them to him, and he officially signed for those. That's what we did. I have been taking my time to replace the chief of staff to fill that vacancy. I didn't want anybody who is politically polarized. I want somebody who is committed and professional to do the job of this office of senator. So I've been taking my time. Now that I'm prepared to appoint a chief of staff, I had intended to do so, appointing that person retroactively. That is when I asked the comptroller's office what has been happening to the money for the office of chief of staff in my office. And then they said, Martin been receiving it. I said, not possible. Because of the tendency of comptroller and human resource department, people keeping people name on payroll or taking people money who's not working. I didn't want to avoid, so I told them to document it. And that's when they documented it and sent it to my office. When they did, I wrote on a directive, my office staff as administrative assistant, under my directive, wrote Mr. Kola, informing him that this is what the office of the comptroller, the finance department, has alleged. And the honorable thing we thought that he would do was to respond on or before today. I think that communication went on Wednesday last week, and we gave him what we call notice, time enough to respond to the allegation from the comptroller's office. And that is why up to today, 4 o'clock, working day today, Martin is expected to respond. Maybe the comptroller office is not telling the truth, or maybe Martin knows why. So I'm not going to preempt his response.
Okay.
I'm waiting for his formal response. If he doesn't do today up to 4 o'clock, the next appropriate action will be taken.
Senator Dillon, I think enough said. Thank you very, very much. I understand that completely. Wait for him until he makes his official response, or he does not. Thank you very much, Senator.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Well, folks, there you have it. And I think Senator Dillon is just trying to speak, what should I say? He's trying to be fair. But the comptroller is the person who is a custodian of all financial records, all records of financial transactions, including salary payments. The controller did not stutter in his letter. Okay. The controller did not allege. The controller wrote Senator Dillon and said very definitively, unequivocally, and unambiguously that Martin Kohler since September 2021 to January 2022 collected salary payments as chief of office staff to Senator Darius Dillon. The letter is there, it's clear. But as I said, because Senator Dillon wants to wait until Martin responds, so he said allege, right? Fine, we'll take that. But what we want to use the word allege because the letter from the controller, okay, this is the person who pays the salary. This is the person who authorizes the disbursement of the salary. So the person said Martin Kohler has been taking his salary from September 2021 to January 2022. And we know for a fact that Martin has been going to the bank and withdrawing the money. You see? Mm-hmm. But Senator Dillon is right. Senator wrote Martin, let them wait, let Martin respond. Because when you write somebody and say, I have been informed that you did X, Y, and Z. But how do you respond? I gave you until 4 p.m. today to respond. Like Senator Dillon said, if the man does not respond by 4 p.m. today and bring the mark and bring the letter of apology for taking the mark when you should not have been taking the mark, we'll proceed to court. Now on a criminal case, we grab the man and get the man to jail. Cummings will pay the money. Yeah. Cummings will pay the money, but it's not just because it's a criminal matter, it's not just about paying the money, it's theft. You pay the money and he's going to do jail time too. So Martin is in a mess. All right, folks. Thank you so much. Very interesting. You won't be bothered with the main office, okay? What are you taking your money for? Yourself resign. They may not tell you to resign. Yourself. They may not fire you. Mm-hmm. You get up, you resign because your partner come and say you must resign. He will be paying you. You resign. Then you get up, you be collecting the man money. Stupid man. Martin slow, so Martin slow in the head. I don't even know what Dillon main chief of staff said. Of all the people Dillon, I was not happy with our whole appointment. All right, folks. Thank you so much. God bless you all and have yourselves a beautiful day. This is how I would like to bring this to an end. You've been listening to the Costa Show, watching us on Facebook, and listening to us on a host of other platforms. This is how I would like to bring this to an end. On the 12th of this month, that's on Saturday, I believe, there will be the Unity Party USA will be having a dinner. I'll provide you the details. I'm supposed to be there myself. They will be having a fundraiser dinner to raise money and for the Unity Party. That's on Saturday the 12th. It will be in Maryland, the USA. That's about 2 hours drive from me. So it's a fundraiser dinner. If you want to go, get in touch with me. We're going to host them here on Wednesday. They're selling tickets to the dinner. You want to go to the dinner? I will be there, along with some members of my team who can make it. We'll go there to support. I believe it's $100 per person to raise money for the Unity Party. A fundraiser dinner on Saturday, February the 12th, 2022. I will provide the details. They will be on the show on Wednesday, the day after tomorrow. But thank you so much. God bless you all and have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Bye-bye.